Well, good day, my people. Is your coach PK coming at your live, as you probably know, in always in the comfort of my home, in a place to be. I hope you're all doing well because I sure am, and I'm here to again on another episode of Basketball for Dummies to tell you about the 3 seconds key violation. So today we are talking about the 3 seconds key violation. I hope you can hear me clear. Most importantly, I hope you can see me clear. And also, I hope you understand what I'm saying. As I always say, if I'm more than happy for you to interrupt me while I'm talking and ask me any questions. So I'll be more than happy to answer your questions there. So just 1 second, I just need to correct my camera on Instagram, which I'm recording it on my phone. Hold on, don't go anywhere. Sorry about that. So my Instagram camera was a bit crooked, and I like to try to get as close as to perfection as I possibly can, and that's just you know what I do. A bit of OCD, my partner will say. Anyway, today I'm talking about 3 seconds key violation. So, a couple of basic rules that a lot of people don't know or might know. If you don't do know, kudos to you. If you did know, make sure to hit me up with a massive thumbs up, a like. That's all I expect from you in return of what I'm giving you the value that I'm giving you, which is thank you for the love. As I can see it coming, Instagram, sorry, TikTok as well. And here we go. So the 3 seconds key violation rule. First of all, if you play under 12, the key 3 seconds key violation rule does not apply. So if you play for under 12s and under 10s and under 8s, there is no 3 seconds key violation. So everybody knows that. The second thing to understand about the key second violation rule, if you play actually I have to correct myself there, under 12s on VC applies, not on anything else. Under 12s on VC applies, but it's not 3 seconds, it is actually 5 seconds. So instead of 3 seconds in a key, is actually 5 seconds before it becomes a violation or a turnover. Under 14s is and above is 3 seconds. So now let me just clarify something before I continue here. With the 3 seconds key violation, it doesn't apply until the ball is gone over the half court line. So I'm just gonna repeat it, and I'm just gonna be 1 second again. This is better now because now I can actually see that my camera is recording. It wasn't recording before. It was live streaming, but it wasn't recording. But now that it's flashing, I can see that the red line around the rectangle, I can see that it's recording, which is wonderful, which is fantastic. One more second actually before I do that. And OBS, can I record on OBS? Good. All right, perfect. Now we are full and truly on into it. Now, welcome. If you just joined me on this live, if you are coming at me from either TikTok or Instagram or YouTube, welcome to my live. So, welcome to this live. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you taking the time of your life to spend it with me here virtually on either your phone, your computer, your iPad, your laptop. and on any of the device you are listening to this from. Now, let's thank you for the love, as I can see it coming there. TikTok, appreciate it very, very much. Now, on this live, I am here to tell you about the rules of the 3 seconds / 5 seconds key violation. Let me just, before we get into the needs and greeds of the rule, let me just say that if you play under 12s, under 10s, and under 10s and under 8s, the 3 or 5 seconds rule does not apply on that situation. Now, if you play under 12s VC, I believe only VC, there is a 5 seconds key violation where a player on the offense cannot be inside the key for more than 3 seconds. I repeat, the player on the offense, when you are playing offense, is not allowed to be inside the key / the painted area for 3 seconds or more. In under 12s, I was just gonna say it's 5 seconds, but anything under 12s is 5 seconds, and anything above under 12s, meaning under 14s, under 16s, under 18s, and under 20s, and open age, is all 3 seconds, I should say. So 3 seconds if you play under 14s and above. Now, when you are defending, if you are on your defending end, you are allowed to be inside the key for as long as you want. There is no 3 seconds violation if you are defending, if you're on a defense end. The 3 seconds only applies when you're on your offense end, when you're about to score, when you're attacking. Okay. Second rule, just to clarify as well, the 3 seconds violation, key violation, does not start counting until the ball goes past half court. And when we say the ball goes past half court, we mean the ball has to be hitting the floor on the front court. Okay, so if a player is in the front court, passes the ball to the front court, and that player, as you know, the backcourt violation doesn't apply until the player in the front court has got 2 feet over the half court line, plus the ball hits the floor on the half court line. So this is actually going to be the theme for tomorrow. So if you always have been in doubt about the backcourt violation, how it works, how it sort of operates, I will be doing a video tomorrow, tutorial on how the backcourt violation works. And I hope you come to my live about the same time as today, maybe a bit earlier, maybe a bit later, but look, maybe a bit earlier, but you will be able to watch it, and no matter what, because I'll be on it for about an hour, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Hopefully within 2 hours you'll realize that I am live, and you're gonna come in and give me, listen to the backcourt violation / 8 seconds backcourt, whatever. Now with again, so we established now 2 rules with the 3 seconds violation. 3 rules as a matter of fact. So if you play under 12s, it's 5 seconds, not 3 seconds. If you play under 14s and over, boys and girls, an open age is 3 seconds in a key. The 3 seconds violation does not start counting until the ball goes over the half court line, meaning the player holding onto the ball is over the half court line, plus the ball touched the floor on the half court on the front court. Only then the 3 seconds starts counting. The other thing is, if you are defending, there is no 3 seconds in the key. You can stay. You're allowed to stay inside your defending key area or painted area, how they call it sometimes in the NBA, as long as you like. Only applies when you are on the offense and you're about to score, you're attacking on your front record, then where 3 seconds applies. Okay, now when there is a shot, if there is a shot, attempt of shot, and the ball hits the ring, the 3 seconds resets back to 0. Okay, so if there is an attempt of shot, ball goes in, ball is shot. When the ball leaves the hand of the shooter and is not yet, the player or the offensive player is not yet been inside the key area for more than 3 seconds, the referee no longer can call it 3 seconds because it is a shot, and therefore the offensive players, they are allowed to go and attempt to get the rebound. Let's say there is a player dribbling the ball and I'm counting the player in a key, and I can see she's there for quite a time, and then I go I give the player a warning. I say get out of the key, get out of the key, or I say in and out, or clear key, clear away, clear away. There's a different way so referee can try to help or get the attention of the player to get out of the key. Key violation, to be honest, is not really something I enjoy calling, but obviously it is the rule, and if the player is not responding to what I'm saying, I have to call it. So let's say the player isn't inside the key for quite a time, maybe 2 seconds, and then I give them a warning: get out of the key, get out of the key, clear key, and the player doesn't go. But before he hits the 3 second and I call the 3 second, there is a shot. The ball has left the hands of the shooter. At that moment, I can no longer call it 3 seconds because that player has got, has got the ability, and also has got to give it the chance to attempt to get an offensive rebound. The only time that I will call a 3 seconds key violation is if I give a warning, get out of the key, get out of the key, clear away, and the player doesn't go out of the key, and then the offensive player is still dribbling or passes the ball, and then I go, yep, PPP, 3 seconds, you have been in the key for too long. And the ball goes to the opposition team, either on the baseline or sideline, depending where the ball was, depending how close the ball was to the inbounder. So that's the rule of a key violation. If you have any questions about the 3 seconds / 5 seconds key violation, feel free to contact me. Feel free to message me either here, or you can also message me on this live or any of my videos. I'll be more than happy to clarify and explain to you again the rules of the 3 seconds / 5 seconds key violation. Today I am wearing the Hoop Time 2025 finals top. Don't know if you can see it. This way, maybe this way, maybe this way. But yes, so it's New Balance tops. New Balance sponsor the Victoria basketball community. New Balance sponsor the referees tops, the referees jackets, and New Balance also sponsors any pretty much junior competition happens in Victoria. And Spalding is another sponsor of Basketball Victoria, so I've got a Spalding ball somewhere behind me there. I also got a Wilson. Wilson sponsors the New South Wales Basketball Associations, and I've got the Maltem, which sponsors the Tasmanian basketball competitions. There, all the juniors competition in Tasmania, they use Maltem. All the Victoria basketball competition in juniors, they use Spalding, and all the New South Wales basketball competition, they use the Wilson balls. I will be making a video about the basketballs, which basketball you prefer, very, very soon, very, very shortly. Let me know in the comments down below what basketball you prefer to play with. Have you even played with Wilson before? Have you ever played with a Spalding? Obviously, if you live in Victoria, you should. And if you live in New South Wales, you should play with Wilson. And if you live in Tasmania, you should play with the Molten. So the Molten are also the official FIBA basketball balls. Obviously, the way they make it a little bit different. They sort of got a combination of plastic and rubber. It just feels good to your hands, feels soft, feels beautiful to shoot the ball with. While the Spalding, they uh, don't sponsor Victoria, and the Wilson, they are the official basketball that they use in NBA and also WNBA. So just so you know about a history about the balls a little bit. So I've got a question, I believe, and that's from see NB and it's on TikTok. When does the charge circle comes in? So yeah, I've got a question from TikTok. MB asks, when does the charge circle comes in? So just inform yourself. Some competitions they don't use this charge circle because on that particular competition, the courts or the basketball stadiums they use, not all basketball courts have got the semicircle charge, not charge zone, I should say, and therefore some competition they just take it off. They say we do not apply this charge zone because some of our basketball courts where we use for the competition they are unavailable pretty much. So with this charge not charge semicircle area, it's just the area that is there because to protect the player, because a lot of player they tend to do what we call in footy tunneling, and tunneling is when a player jumps for the shot or for the layup, the other player goes under him, and it's just dangerous in a way. It's a similar thing when you shooting a 3 point and somebody put the Zaza Pachulia's defense on Kawhi Leonard, where a player puts the foot under your landing area, and therefore when you land and you land in a awkward way, you are very likely to twist or roll your ankle, which is dangerous. Really, it shouldn't be done. Shouldn't do that. That's a similar thing with the applies with the no charge zone. Now, when the rule says that if a player is driving to the basket and another player comes across and goes and is standing inside the no charge zone, so it means at any time a player is going for the layup or shot, you're not supposed to be as a defender inside the no charge zone because like you say it's a no charge semicircle area, so you cannot get a charge from inside there, and that's just to give the player that is shooting the ball as a chance to land. If any part of your foot, 1 foot or 2 feet, are on a line of the semicircle, either touching the line or just on the line or slightly on the line, you are considered to be inside the semicircle no charge zone. So any part of your foot is touching that line, and maybe 1 foot is touching the line, the other foot is out, you are considered to be inside the no charge zone, and therefore you won't get a charge, and you're more likely to get a blocking foul for that. If the ref sees there is an advantage to the opposition team or the team that is shooting the ball, he might just let it go. But, just know that if you are standing, any part of your foot is standing on a semicircle, touches any part of the semicircle line, then it won't be a charge no matter what. Okay? But by saying that, also, even though it's a no charge circle area, if a player is already inside the area and the offensive player goes for the shot and deliberately puts his knee on his head or put his elbow into his head, but that's for the description of the referee to make the judgment, and cleans him up, the referee still can call a pushing foul. So it's not a charge foul because he's standing on a non-charge area, but it could be a pushing foul or extended the arm or the knee into the player that is standing inside that area. So as well. So let's see what else he said here. Would it be a block? Yeah, I spoke about it. There will definitely gonna be a block if anything. Which team did you play for last year? I think I versed you. Uh, well, you could be versing me. Yeah. Last year I didn't really play much. I played a few games on a competition. I think they call over 50s or something. They play up in Turak, Bentley sort of area, and with a team called oh, I can't even remember the some anyway a team with a friend Simon Buckley. He used to run the play ball at MSEC. I used to ref on their competition, and one day he invited me, PK, do you wanna come and play with us? I said yes. I went and I played there a few games, but then with the commitments that I have on refereeing and things like that, I wasn't able to continue going. And because I wasn't consistent on going, I pretty much gave up. And I said, look, Simon, I'm sorry, but I can't keep coming because I have other commitments, and some commitments were on that particular time. So I played a few games. I think it'll play semi-finals, I believe. But last year they actually won, as far as I know, because I'm still on a group. Like we have like a WhatsApp group, and on our WhatsApp group, apparently they were saying that they won last year. So well done. What's that one? Yes, we bet you guys in grand final. All right, yeah. Well, here we go. So yeah, you probably. I'm not sure now if you. I was playing that Knox. I never played the Knox. So the question moving so fast that I'm missing it. Let me just go back here. Yeah, Mitch. Yeah, what team did you play last year? Knox, no. So I never played in Knox, but I do referee in Knox a lot, especially at the new State Basketball Center. Obviously, the old Knox Stadium is being demolished and it's disappeared. So now we have the State Basketball Center in Wantina South. This is sort of the Knox Home Association, also Basketball Victoria and Basketball Australia Home Association. So Basketball Australia has got a big department that operates over there. So, all right. What else do we have? What else do we have here? What else do we have here? Thanks for the love hearts. I appreciate it. I appreciate the love hearts coming. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Where's Mikey, what's your favorite VJBL club? Yes, so Mike said, ask me, PK, what's your favorite VJBL club? Look, as a referee, you have to have a club that associated with you. Like you have to be registered on a basketball club. And the club I'm associated with or registered with is Melbourne Tigers, which operate at MSEC, which is in Albert Park, or yes, sort of South Melbourne, Albert Park sort of area. But that's because when I started refereeing in Melbourne, I was living close by, and I went there and I said, look, I would like to learn how to referee. I've been refereeing for a couple of years up in Pakenham at the time, and then after that I refereed in Broadmeadows, and then from there I went to referee at MSEC, and I've been refereeing there for the last 15 years or so. Mind you, this year I might actually move. I might move to Collingwood again and become a Collingwood referee. So as a referee, you have to be associated with one basketball club. It doesn't necessarily mean it's my favorite club to referee or my favorite VJBL club. I pretty much like and enjoy refereeing everywhere, and every club they've got different styles, different coaching styles, different people that I know and I like very much, and we get along really well. I get along really well with everybody, so I don't have a favorite club. I love all the clubs. I love all the different colors, all the different uniforms, and all the different people. We have something in common, which is the game of basketball, and play, ref, officiate, all these things together. Now, when it comes to sort of colors, I like the pink color because when I used to play basketball, I played my first professional league in Germany in a team called Telekom Basket, Telekom, Telecom Baskets, and the colors were pink. So I don't think there's many pink uniforms in VJBL in Melbourne. Every now and then you get some sort of pink uniform when there is a weekend or a week of cancer or breast cancer, then you get some pink uniforms. So they're pretty cool to see sometimes people really getting into it and involved with it. The other color that I like is orange because that's the color of the ball. So we with orange we have Blackburn. I believe Blackburn is orange, black and white. And also my colors of my logo is orange. First of all, because it is the color of the ball, and second of all, because it just blends well with the black and the white. So I've got a top over here, which is my, my mesh, which has got is black and it's got the orange sort of ball on it, and then some white as well. So it makes it pretty cool. I've got them in white as well, and I've got them in orange as well. So which are sort of the colors that I brand myself with because of they just go well with my colors of my logo. The other thing also, black, you can't go wrong with black. So it's pretty cool. We do have some black uniforms in VJBL. Kilo is sort of black a lot of time, and red. And every team pretty much has got some kind of black uniform, and white is similar. So a lot of people have got whites, and I've got white as well. So a lot of clubs have got white colors. So I think Ballerine is white, and a lot of them whites. But I like every color. I like yellow. I like green, being the Australian colors. Our national team, they are green and gold, and so I like those colors as well. We have yellow. We have Sherbrooke, Suns, they are yellow. Werribee or Wyndham, they are yellow. Who else is yellow? Help me out here, people. And there we have the greens. Waverley Falcons are green, and a few more there are green. So I hope it was an extended answer to your question. Let me see what other questions I have out here. Do you like Warrnambool? Of course, I do like Warrnambool. Warrnambool is green, but they're wearing green and sort of blue colors as well sometimes. I love Warrnambool. I love the area. It's beautiful near the water. A good place for surfing. Good place for a holiday. I go there every year to do the juniors tournament in Warrnambool. This year is just passed. There will be more next year. So yeah, it's Warrnambool. If you're not aware, it's about 4 hours or so, or 3.5 hours from Melbourne driving. And I don't think there is an airport there. You can fly there, but it is, you can always like drive or go by boat. I believe there is a ship. It might go close by. I'm not sure. And I love it. I love Warrnambool. I refereed there. I've got made some good friends there while I was refereeing there, and refs. And it's a nice place. I really like Warrnambool. I'll be there again next year whenever the competition is. They're running the juniors competition. That's right. Chelsea are yellow as well, and they can be blue or yellow. That's right. And what's your favorite stadium to referee? Again, I love all stadiums. There's not really a favorite stadium to referee. All stadiums are pretty much about the same size, the same sort of lights. I prefer the sort of more modern stadiums because the floors and they are sort of light beige color, like a light brown beige color, which is really good because then it's easier to see the lines. So there's stadiums, like I was just gonna throw a couple in there, but there's stadiums like the Seymour. If you are from Seymour, played in Seymour, the stadium is got like a brown, dark brown sort of floors, and then the lines are red, so it makes it really difficult to to differentiate, to know what line is what. Plus, most of the stadiums they've got different lines, not just a line for basketball, but they also have lines for netball, lines for volleyball, lines for handball, lines for all different sports. So if you have got a stadium that is got yellow, it's got red, it's got brown, it's got white, it's got black, then it makes it really difficult to sort of see the floor. But other than that, look, it's something you get used to it. You as long as you learn and you sort of concentrate and focus on the lines that you need, which are the basketball line. So, but yeah, all stadiums are pretty cool. I go to many stadiums. I got a few videos out there. I like to film stadium from the outside of it and the inside of it. Check me out. There's a video out there. It's about stadium, so you should go and check it out and watch it. Do you like Eltham Wildcats? Of course, I like the Wildcats. Who doesn't like the Eltham Wildcats? You know, the beautiful red colors and black colors and white colors. So they are a very, very good team, always very competitive when they play. At VJBL, all VJBL teams are pretty competitive. NBL 1 and WNBL 1, they're also on that. They're a very good team, very good club with a lot of great coaches, great uh, you know uh, coordinators, and referees are also very, very good there. So it's a club that is massive, is big, is growing, and is competitive. So I love the Wildcats, cats, and maybe one day when I retire, I'll come and score referee or coach. Who knows? What's your favorite Big V team? Again, I love all Big V teams. I love every single one of them. There's always good and bad on every team, and I tend to focus on the good. I tend to focus on the good things that is happening on the team. Of course, there's always gonna be people that are gonna be a bit more, aggressive towards the referee, and these people don't really matter because the game of basketball is big. You have to look at the bigger picture. Yes, somebody abused me. Yes, somebody say this, and somebody push me, or they play rough, all these things, and that's fine because they are trying to win. As long as the referee is there to look after you and make the calls and make the decision, you're gonna be fine. And at the end of the day, if you keep focusing on what you have to control, what you can control, which is how to play the game, you're always going to be winning, and that's all it matters. At the end of the day, you want to win the game. At the end of the day, you want to play well and help your team win the game. So I like all Big V clubs. I don't have any problems with any of them. I don't take anything personal. I don't hold any grudges about anything basketball related. People do this or say that, and I'm very welcoming to help and be friends and associate and communicate with all the other clubs, because you never know, am I doing something that I wasn't aware of that it could help my club. And it's always good to be friends and be approachable. And surely Chelsea team is your fave. Yeah, look, like I say, I like all the clubs, I like all the teams, but at the moment, obviously, I am a bit involved with Chelsea because I am been videoing their games, their pre-season games. But it's just because I know people they work there, they're close friends, they work for Chelsea. But when I go and like say video Chelsea playing, and if they're playing, let's say Werribee, which they played a few weeks ago. By the way, there's a video on my YouTube channel. You should go and check it out. It's Werribee Wyndham Devils versus the Chelsea Gals. Is a full game of basketball. So 4 quarters, 10 minutes quarters, clock stops for every week. So it goes for about I don't know, an hour and a half. But if you enjoy the game, you might as well enjoy this video as well. But yeah, so obviously I am working with Chelsea, not working, but volunteering to do some of their videos. That's one of my passions. So I made a video not too long ago where I speak about my career as I used to be able to be a player. I used to watch the game first, starting as a spectator, watching the game, the NBA, the Michael Jordan, the Kobe Bryant, the LeBron James, the Dwayne Wades, the Shaquille O'Neal, and all these Magic Johnson, all these wonderful players. And then eventually I said, oh, I want to do that. I want to give it a go. I became a player. I started playing the game, and then after playing the game for so long, I became a coach, started coaching a younger generation players, and then after becoming a coach, I became a referee. Then after referee, I became a table scorer. After table scoring, I became a spectator. So the one thing within basketball world that I haven't done yet was to become a reporter slash a videographer of the game. Like a videographer, photographer for the basketball game, and that's what I decided to do now. So I now have I bought a couple of cameras and a couple of equipments that I want to be using in the future. So, and I'm experimenting with that. So going to the games, I initially spoke to Chelsea, so that was the club I spoke to first. They allowed me to come and have a go. No payment, no anything like that, no contract. So I've been following them a few games where I go to their games and set up my cameras and I record and sort of later on work on the highlights and take them out and so on. It doesn't mean I'm not gonna do it for any other club. It doesn't mean that I'm not happy to help anybody else. But it's just maybe it's gonna become a paid job. I don't know. So see how they like what I'm doing and what I'm coming up with. So there's something that I'm looking forward to do in the future. I've got a few tournaments coming up. The Burn City Classic is coming up very, very soon. And with the Burn City Classic, I am refereeing. I'm the referee coordinator for them. So I'm going to do roster, recruiting referees and stuff like that. So you got a good crew, good group. And after that, I will be also trying to do some recording. So Burn City Classic is going to be from the 16th to the 18th of January 2026, and it's going to be held at Sewell Park, which is in Pascovel. And I will be there recording the games from start to the end, and I'll be live streaming it. So if you make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done so yet, because that's where I'm gonna live stream the games. I would like to live stream it on TikTok as well, but the only thing with TikTok is that you need a key stream. I think it's called key stream, and you only wishes a key stream is like a password for your channel, so you can use a external software or hardware to try to live stream the games, and that key allows you to live stream the game from your camera. This is a good camera that I have, Canon R8, and when you transfer these videos that way, it's going to be in 4K 25 or 4K 50, which is great image. Okay, but I think with TikTok you have to have at least 10,000 followers before you actually become to get the key stream or stream key to allow me to do that. So at the moment all my TikTok videos, either they are on 1080p or they are on 720 quality, so which is okay. I mean, that's what you can see now. That's 1080p. I'm pretty sure it's pretty clear and good. It's just that 4K is heaps better, heaps clear, You can zoom in and you still keep focusing and stuff like that. So with YouTube, it allows me to do that. I don't need to. I have it allows me to do that once I get 1,000 followers, I believe. So I've got a bit more than 1,000 followers on YouTube. So it allows me to do that. But with TikTok, I will have to wait until I get 10,000. So if you are on my TikTok, make sure you tell all your friends to subscribe or follow my TikTok so I can get the key stream and I can then be able to transfer, live stream the game, especially on Burn City Classic, because there will be really good games. So because Burn City Classic happens on the second week of January, which is gonna be the 16, 17, and 18, all the major sports events like Big V, NBL One, NBL, WNBL, and Big V Women, whatever, they will not be running. So all the players, they can actually come and play on these competitions, and they do, and they play well. And the best thing about it, you get some of the best players in Melbourne, and plus some of the best players from interstate coming down as well at that time, because they know that's probably the best competition, the best tournament happening in Australia at that time, because there's no one else running any competition like that. So yeah, Burn City, guys, follow me on TikTok so I can get a key stream pass, whatever you call it. All right. How often do you get abused when refing? Hi Max, thanks for the question, by the way. So Max has asked me how often do you get abused when refing. Max, I seriously forgot count. A lot. And it comes from players, it comes from coaches, it comes from spectators, it comes from anybody and everywhere. But as a referee, if you want to survive as a referee, you cannot take anything personal. The only thing you have to develop what we call a selective hearing. If somebody says something negative, not interested, yeah, hear it, move on, forget it, ignore it. When they say something positive, you acknowledge it. Yeah, sure. What was your question? What sort of thing? But yeah, you get abused at all, but a lot. But they are mostly, frustration. People, because they are frustrated. You have to understand when somebody is playing the game, wants to win the game, or coaching the game, they get frustrated because things aren't going their way. They get frustrated because they're not scoring, they're not winning, and they tend to blame somebody, and it's would be silly to blame the ball because everybody's playing with the same ball, and if they are scoring, why aren't you? It would be silly to blame the floor. So mind you, some players try. It's silly to blame the ring. It's crooked. It's not quite right. It's not the same height. So they have to blame somebody, is the referee. But trust me, when you people want to blame somebody, they will blame the referee, and you can give them as all the fouls they want. When the player is already angry and upset and anxious, they don't play well. Okay, and the only person can control your anger, can control your anxiety, or you can control your state of mind when you're playing a basketball is yourself. It doesn't matter how much explanation the referee will give you, you're gonna still lose the game, because even if I gave you all this foul, you're probably gonna miss the free throws anyway, because you are too upset to focus on what you can control, which is playing the game of basketball. So I always tell all the players, make sure you focus on your game. Forget about the referee. It doesn't matter if they miss a call. It doesn't matter if they call a foul that wasn't there. It doesn't really change anything. You still have to put the ball in the basket to win the game. And if that's the case, how are you going to put the ball in the basket if you are too nervous, too angry? You're already blaming everybody. You want to blame the referees? Great. Blame the referee after the game. Talk about it after the game. But while the game is going and you need to win this game, you need to 100% focus on what you can control. And the only thing you can control is how you play. How you play. It's about you and how you play. This is what's going to make you win, lose, play well. And if you're already upset and angry and trying to blame people and things for the reason you're not winning, then I'm afraid, I can give you all the fouls you want. You still will not win that basketball game. Okay, so sometimes it's not about being the best player, but it's the player that can focus and stay calm in a crucial time of the game. Okay. All right. Coach, do you remember refereeing Iona College? Yes. How was it? Uh, Nelly Liz, I think. Sorry, I say your name incorrect. Yes, I do remember refing Iowa College many, many times, the women and the boys. So, yeah, thank you for acknowledging that, and thank you for, coming to my life. I appreciate you being here and spending time here with me today. So today, it is a date that I am talking about the 3 seconds rule. So this is actually the initial conversation about this live video. The 3 seconds rule, we establish a few things. The 3 seconds count doesn't start until the ball goes past half court. If you play under 12s, is 5 seconds, not 3 seconds. If you play under 14 and above, is 3 seconds in a key. The 3 seconds doesn't start. The 3 seconds get reset once the ball hits the ring. If you are playing on a defense, there is no 3 seconds. It's only when you are on your offense end. You can play defense and stay inside the paint area as long as you want. And the referee, mostly me, because they are nice, they will let the player know that it's been in the key for too long, give them a chance to get out. If they don't get out, then unfortunately they have to call it, unless there is a shot coming that is then too late to call the 3 seconds. What else about it? Well, a bit of history about the 3 seconds. Before that, I was just going to answer this question. When you go for a dunk and they are in your protected landing area, is it a block on them? Yes, the answer is yes. So the question is, when you are going for a dunk and the defending player doesn't give you a landing spot, they are sitting on standing on area where you're gonna be landing. So in that case, the referee that is on the baseline, which is the trail referee or the lead referee, has got a great view of that play. So you go for a dunk, you dunk the ball. If the defender is under you, not trying to get out of the way to let you land clearly to give you it is going to be a blocking foul. So the dunk or the 2 points will count, and then it's going to be a blocking foul after the basket, and you get one extra shot. So that's just the rules. Now going back to what I was talking about, the 3 seconds rule came across around the 1970s, early 1970s, because at the time, Team China had a very, very tall player. So the height of it was the women competition. The height of the women back in the 70s was around, I'll say, 6 foot, 5'11", 6'1", 6'2" will be like some of the tallest. They were like centers at 6'1" and women's competition. But China back in those days, they had a girl. She was, I think, it was 6'10", 6'11", 6'10", and she pretty much, what they used to do is they used to pass the ball in, dribble, wait until, because she was quite large and quite slow, so they'll wait until she gets in a key, and then once she was in a key, they'll give her the ball and let her do a thing, and nobody could stop her because she was just so much taller than everybody else. And she will score all the time, and she will get offensive rebounds and put it back in and stuff like that. So the European teams at the time, they complained. They say that's not fair. She's, dominating. We don't have toes like her, and what's going on. The rule has to change, and therefore, hi, it's Massa. Hi, Massa 23. Hi, or 33. How you doing? Thanks for being on my live. Can you follow me, please? I'm not allowed to follow anyone that is under the age of 18. So just letting you all know is part of the law, part of the rules. I would like to follow everybody back, but I'm not allowed to follow you unless you are 18 due to the child protection rules. So I'm sorry if you are under 18, I can't follow you as yet. Uh, yeah, so I was telling the story about this Chinese player that was really tall. She was dominating, and China was winning on most of the games. Then the European teams they may complain. So let me just remind you that back in the 70s, USA was represented by college students. So FIBA is FIBA is a French word and it stands for Fédération Internationale de Basket Amateur, meaning is a federation of international basketball for amateur players, not professionals. And because the NBA, all the players were pros, professionals, they were getting paid a lot of money to play. They weren't allowed to play in any FIBA ran competition because they are pros, and you cannot be pro. You have to be an amateur to be part of it. So the college players used to come and play in a FIBA World Cup and also Olympic Games, and therefore USA wasn't as strong as it is today. They were still pretty good, still pretty competitive. They won a lot of tournament with the college students, but the Russia, I think Soviet Union back in the days, and China and Yugoslavia and countries like that, they were sort of better and stronger because they had grown up men playing on those competitions, and therefore the FIBA, which is in Switzerland, they agree to change the rules to make sure that there is a 3 seconds key violation, so that Chinese player couldn't just go and pen and slip in a key for 10 seconds and get the ball and score it. Hence, they were playing it that way. Okay, Coach PK is looking for you at the 303 at State Basketball Center. Coach PK. Yes. When was it on? I actually missed that one. I don't know why I didn't get a call for that one, but they missed me. They forgot about me. But I will definitely see you again very, very soon. Why aren't you at State Basketball Center 3-on-3? Are you guys playing now? I didn't even know it was on. I thought it was a different day, but I didn't get a call. I didn't get an invite, so therefore I am not there. I'm pretty sure the refs they are doing a good job. You watch my game. I'm sure I did watch your game. I'm pretty sure you guys play really well. That's right. And yes, I remember watching your game now. I think it was at somewhere there in, yeah, I remember that game. Correct. I came down and I watched you guys play, and you guys play really well. So by the way, so yeah, I appreciate you reminding me that. Cool bananas, Dandenong, and E, not in. Thank you, not. All right. So I've been now on this live for about, let me just check, 53 minutes. So usually after about an hour, I start, winding down and sort of ask you guys for any questions before I leave, because you guys have something to do and I have got something to do and places to be, and the house to clean and getting ready for Christmas. This year we are hosting the Christmas family party, so I got a lot of cleaning to do and helping with cooking and stuff like that. So I will still be back and live here. Don't be concerned that I'm not saying bye until next year. So I'm still gonna be coming in your live and your screen, especially next week when most of you are out of school and also some of you are being out of work. So I'll be then coming in and sort of you know talk to you and chat to you and keep in touch as I always do. So if you have any question, feel free to shoot out, because I have about 5 minutes to go before I usually will go and do spend time with family, friends, and stuff like that. So don't be all right. What am I doing? Okay, I would like to go to my live in YouTube to make sure there is no questions there or people that they are watching, connecting. Very good. Cool bananas. Here we go. Consent is very good. All right, amazing, amazing, amazing. And I would like to go to Instagram as well. Make sure there is no questions there on my Insta or my gram. All right. Let me go to live on Instagram. I've got a few people there. Perfect. Go. Awesome, awesome. So Instagram is good, TikTok is good, and YouTube is good. So yeah, pretty much. Let me just have a bit of refreshment here. Very hot day today in Melbourne again, as it was yesterday. Melbourne showing some consistency on the weather. Cool, cool, cool. All right, thank you. Well, thank you everyone that was on my live. I appreciate you being here. I was rookies. All right, good stuff. I like the rookies, because the rookies, they are learning, they are new, and they always have a lot of good questions to ask. So a lot of players when they play either uh, all stars or mixed groups, they don't usually have many questions because they are meant to know and they think they know it all. But rookies are cool because rookies, they'll ask you, look, what's that? Want to know about this? How can I answer that? And they are really good because that's the way to learn. If you want to learn anything, you should be you should be asking questions. And if you don't ask, you don't know. And when rookies ask and I give the answers, I see a lot of all stars in the mixed groups also putting their ears in to listen to because maybe they also didn't know the answer to their particular question. So yeah, rookies is good. It's a good time. You don't have to be proud. You can just be yourself and learn and ask questions, which is amazing. All right. Okay, let me just answer this on YouTube. Fantastic, fantastic. Let me see of my time. I've got about 2 minutes. 2 minutes to go. So, any questions, fellas? I've got 2 minutes before I will be, logging out, and I wish you a great day. I will be coming back live, hopefully tomorrow morning about the same time, or a little bit later. I will be on for about an hour or so more than an hour. I'm pretty sure you are going to get a notification on your either TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Facebook group, or on your YouTube as well. So if you have any questions, shoot out. Make sure to hit me up with any questions that you would like to know. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions now because I have the time. Most of the time when you have a question and you are heated up and you are playing and you disagree with the referee, it's hard sometimes to ask the question in a good manner or in a good mood because I believe you've been robbed. You believe it wasn't a foul or whatever. It's hard. Whatever answer the referee gives you, you tend to be rejecting it. It's really hard for you to accept the answer that the referee is giving you. But now that we are here in this platform, which you are calm, I'm calm. I'm happy to answer every question. If you ask me any question, I will be more than happy to give you an answer. And also because you are calm and relaxed and chilled, you'll receive the answer in a better, more open sort of a mind way, where you can actually listen and and figure out if there is any if it makes sense or not. Yes, so I don't have much time, guys. Any question, hit up, and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. In the meantime, if you came to my live and enjoyed this live and learned something from this live, make sure to send me some love hearts, some TikToks, some flowers, some anything that is positive. Send me, if you are from YouTube, send me some massive blue thumbs up. I always appreciate it very, very much. And I'll be back here very, very soon, hopefully tomorrow, about the same time or earlier. And I hope to see you back tomorrow. And tomorrow we're going to be talking about the cross court and also the 8 seconds backcourt violation. So today's theme of the day was the 3 seconds. I'm just going to quickly summarize and recap what we learned with the 3 seconds. First rule, on the 3 seconds, on the 3 seconds, if you're playing defense, if you're on the defense, doesn't it apply? It only applies if you are playing offense, if you're on the offensive end. If you are on the defensive end, you can stay inside the key/paint area as long as you like. It's no problems at all. If you're on the offense, that's when you have to be there for no longer than 5 or 3 seconds, depending on what competition and the competition's rules you play. The other thing is, if you play under 12s and under, you do the 3 seconds. If it applies on your competition, it's going to be 5 seconds, not 3. Okay, if you play 14s or over, then it is a 3 seconds key violation if you are inside the key for longer than 3 seconds. If you 14 and over, means open edge as well. If you the ball, there is a shot and the player not yet been inside the key for 3 seconds, and then the ball is in the air and she's there now for more than 3 seconds, it's too late. The referee won't call it 3 seconds because there's a shot, and the player, we have to give the offensive player opportunity to attempt to grab the offensive rebound. If the ball hits the ring, the 3 seconds shot clock or 3 seconds key violation resets, even if the player doesn't get the rebound or another player on the head team gets the rebound. If there is a foul, the 3 seconds and the key resets. If the ball gets steps out of court, the 3 seconds and the key resets. Now quickly, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but if you are inbounding the ball from the baseline on your front court and your teammate, so when you inbound the ball, you have 5 seconds to inbound it. If your teammate is inside the key for more than 3 seconds, ready to catch their play, the referee actually can call it 3 seconds. So just make sure to remember you are inbounding the ball from the baseline or sideline and your teammate is inside the key for 3 seconds. Even though the ball is not in play, the referee can call it 3 seconds in a particular situation. I hope this was helpful to you and everybody out there that has been watching. I sure enjoy being here on the live and give you more insights about the rules of basketball, more knowledge about the game you enjoy and love, hopefully in a more simplified way that you would learn if you had to read the whole FIBA rule book, hopefully in a more entertaining and fun way, and that it would be if you had to go and find it out yourself through the internet, through ChatGPT and through YouTube and stuff like that. So I will finalize this video by saying thank you very much for the time you spend here with me, watching me and learning from me, and I'm pretty sure you gain some kind of knowledge about the game of basketball. And now, if you haven't done so yet, make sure to also watch this video in this corner over here, which is my latest video. Or if you prefer, you can watch this video in this corner here, which is the video YouTube believe is better suitable for you. And down here where my face appears, click on it, click on the subscribe button, and click on notification bell so you don't miss my very next video. Bye for now.